We welcome you all to our channel, Dr. Harshinder Kaur Patiala YouTube channel. And today we are discussing something very, very important. Actually, Professor Dr. Gurpal, we today actually found an article, interesting article about the physical intimacy in seniors. That was published in the Times of India today. So usually what we think, see, this is the normal behavior of everyone, at least if for Indians, they think once a person has crossed 40, they should not talk about physical intimacy because they think there are so many of other things that you must think before talking about physical intimacy. Yeah. So because this was now an article published, I think we must discuss on this, and especially what is 72-hour rule and what our medical science says and why this physical intimacy is rather important. Because normally consider these seniors who are now above 40, not only this physical intimacy,
I would say seniors would be something beyond 50, and in the technical terms it would be beyond 60. But if you are absolutely agree with you that in our country, particularly after you cross a certain age, 40 or 45 or 50 is the age when nobody likes to talk about physical intimacy. It becomes a taboo subject. I definitely agree with you.
So let me introduce myself also. I am Professor Dr. Harshinder Kaur, child specialist, and
I am Professor Dr. Gurpal Singh, medical specialist. Both of us are medical doctors, and
of course with 36 years of experience.
Yeah. So very important, Harshinder, you talked about intimacy, but I would like to add something else. That intimacy as you age, and particularly once you go beyond 60 or 70, it could be physical, of course, that is sexual intimacy, but it can be something else also. Intimacy can be emotional, it can be intellectual. When you talk about things, you find things of mutual interest and you discuss about them, sit. It could be physical intimacy, like
and I tell you, many times they don't have anything common to discuss because females like to watch something else and the males like to watch something or read something. So mostly intellectual interests are mostly different, but still emotional, of course, they also are sometimes very different because female may be more attached with the kids or some other thing, and the male partner may be more interested in something related to job. So there are so many of conflicts going on.
But still emotional, you can find intimacy, things that you can do together. It can be intellectual, sharing ideas, sharing things. It could be physical, like not necessarily going into the intercourse, but really touching, caressing and massaging. So there can be many ideas.
Even holding hands. This is something really very, very important, and that physical touch, I tell you, gives you such a soothing experience still. But
the
of
ultimate
course, the
thing
sex
is that,
part.
the hormone release, that is the benefit you get, and then it could be spiritual even. So as you age, you talk about spiritual matters, you can find common thread in the spiritual matters also, and sometimes it could be creative also. You create a new business, you create a new job, you create something, you create a new kitchen garden. So that could be one type of intimacy. But here I will like to talk about physical intimacy because that becomes a taboo subject in most of our homes.
See, of course, bonding is one which is definitely required, and as medical science has already proved, the more in touch our male and female partners, the longer they live and the healthier and happy life is. That what is basically explained. But
it increases the lifespan. It has been definitely shown, and physical intimacy is a good sign and definitely needs to improve cardiovascular health. And
so it has proven.
Yes.
We have so many of studies which has definitely proven that those people who were having better sexual relations even later in life, see above 60, 70 or even at 80, they were having better cardiovascular health. So but see, what we are seeing commonly, as you are a medical doctor and I'm a pediatrician, so majority of the patients are coming to you in this age, and you have already seen that 80 to 85% of the cases which are visiting you in the hospital, they are having decreased sexual drive.
Definitely.
So, and the second part is what you are finding after investigations, that they have decreased testosterone also.
Yeah.
So, I think this part is must to discuss.
Yes, there's a many problems are there. So two you have discussed, Shindari. There is another big problem that females in the perimenopause or menopause, when the hormone decline is there, the estrogen decline. So the decrease in the secretions is there, vaginal secretions. It leads to decreased desire, but then when they try to have an intercourse, it becomes very painful for both the partners. So then it
And not
becomes
only,
a limiting factor for good physical relations.
Definitely, but I think there is a role of the children also.
Yes.
Because they are now growing. If the parents are at around say 50 or 60, you can very well understand majority of them are married, they are in their 30s or so, and they also think this is a taboo, that their
Yes.
parents having any intimacy, physical intimacy, for them it is really a bomb.
Yes.
This
in
is
our
at least in our
our very conservative society, but we must know that our society has not been so conservative as it is being projected.
Yeah.
So India is the land
Kam
of Kam
Sutra.
Sutra.
Yeah.
It has been there, and it has been always has been subject, and pleasure for both the partners is a well discussed subject in our culture. But somehow the Victorian things have added, they have entered, and now we think that discussing physical intimacy is sometimes a subject which is usually be better left in the dark.
Yeah, of course. But then see, there is another emerging factor which we are seeing now these days, that is erectile dysfunction.
Yes.
You are seeing lots and lots of clinics where these people are coming, and not only at that age, rather in some cases, Dr. Gurpal, we have seen the youngsters are having erectile dysfunction, but their fathers are rather normal.
Yeah.
So this is something really amazing.
It is not only the physical things, that is the decreased testosterone levels. It is better to do with some psychological profile. So the young people have more of psychological reasons for erectile dysfunction. But with increasing age, a big thing that comes is the decrease in physical strength and stamina. So nowadays what we are seeing is India is grappling with a big problem of obesity, metabolic related disorders like diabetes, hypertension, coronary artery disease, and decrease in the physical strength because of a sedentary lifestyle.
Of course, the lack of exercise, which we are
Yes.
seeing, and that is a routine now. Everybody in the family also says, you are now nearing 60, please be careful, don't run
Yes.
about, you have to sit. That is the major thing which we are now seeing, and that is the actual problem. At the time when you have to rather maintain your bone density, you have to be more active, that time rather we are ordering them. It is
Yes.
not suggesting them. The children are rather ordering them. You stay back, you have to sit now.
Take it easy, don't move, you have back pain, you have knee pain, better to take rest. And even I find some of my colleagues in the orthopedics and even medicine department advising, okay, now you have a knee pain, if you want to be away from a knee replacement, better to take it easy.
And see, there is another part also. See, sometimes there is decreased strength, stamina, as you've already told, but decreased desire of the partner.
Yes.
That again has a very important impact on this relation, because it is sometimes the females, they don't want, or maybe because of discomfort or some other pain in back or hip or any other area, so they
So lot
may
of
be
physical
a little bit
infirmities are there,
distracted.
definitely. And sometimes what you said, the society has said that it is now better to move on to spiritual matters and better to leave this physical. But I need to say one thing: the need for intimacy is ageless. You can have good sexual relations in 60s, 70s, and up to 80s also. It is not a problem. Then sometimes you need a medical intervention also. Some your doctor advise, if you have suffered a stroke, you had a cardiac issue, you had a bypass, or you had a stent, then sometimes you need your doctor's advice when to start, how to go about it, and is it okay to have sex soon after angioplasty or a bypass.
So that of course is something really important. I think so we should discuss and discuss all this in the next episode, because I want to discuss more about 72-hour rule,
Yeah.
which is something related to even our books write about it, and majority of the people don't know about it, and it has definitely shown its effect on the longevity of life and also the positivity of the mind. So what is exactly that 72-hour rule? And please do continue watching our videos, because in the next video we will definitely discuss how and when the people who have undergone surgery or any cardiac problem issue, which either stent or something, and when they can have physical intimacy. But of course in the hospital, even if husband and wife are sitting side by side and even holding their hands and saying, I am there for you, of course that also is intimacy, and
Yes.
that really is required at that time for a better outcome of that surgery. So what is that 72-hour rule?
So 72-hour rule says that a married couple or a couple which is together, so they must have some type of intimacy in the 72 hours. So in 3 days, you can talk to each other, find time to talk, find time to touch, find time to have some physical contact with each other.
So it may
So-
be a very good jaffi,
Yes.
or
a
just
hug,
a kiss,
a kiss, a caress, or any type of sexual intercourse. So it could be things like that, and once 72 hours, that is going to have a positive impact on your health, on your lifespan, on your mental and psychological well-being.
So one thing is sure that we are not recommending us having a sexual intercourse every 72 hours. We are just conveying you that even if you are there for a good hug or just discussing something which has intimacy, just saying, I love you, you are so good to me. So these things also show a wonderful impact on the other person, and that bonding becomes more stronger as the age as the age advances. So these are the things that must be kept in mind. So if this physical intimacy, which has really shown a very good effect medically and even in all the researches that we have already discussed, do you want to add something?
So I will only want to add that do continue watching this, because in the next episode we will be discussing how to practically go about having a good physical relation, what are the various problems, how to tackle those problems, and how to get more out of life. Life is not years only. Life is about health. Life is about enjoyment. Life is about fulfillment. So let's have a fulfilled life, and in the next episode, discuss more practical things.
Of course, so let us, I think, conclude our now video. So
Be happy, be prosperous, and continue watching our channel.
thank you so much for joining.